Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marmar, Chef Marmar RD. Say whatever you want to call me. Today we are doing my first episode of another segment of mine that I had in mind. Honestly, I just be coming up with this stuff randomly because my mind never stops. It's always thinking of new stuff to try, and I was thinking I like to try new things and I want to experiment. So I just came up with this awesome idea about having experiments with Say. I want to do experiments with you guys, try them out, see if they're hot, see if they're not, and the first thing that came to my mind was Ooblec! Yeah! Now, if y'all remember Ooblec, we had Ooblec since we were kids. I know in first grade, second grade, third grade, they would have us do these little science projects, and Ooblec was one of them. I know that for me. I loved making Ooblec because if you don't know what Ooblec is, it's basically a loud squid.
SpongeBob, look!
What is it?
It's a liquid!
No, it's a solid. It's a solid.
It's a loud squid!
Yeah, it's just like SpongeBob. You remember when it was it's not a liquid, it's not a solid, it's a loud squid. But honestly, I had to look up what Ooblec really was, and I got my notes handy. And here's some facts about Ooblec before we make it. You want to know what you're making before you make it, right? Duh. So the history of it, it's basically a liquid that defies logic. Literally, it defies Newton's logic. It's what's called an unusual fluid. It has the properties of liquid and it has the properties of a solid. So it's almost like a hermaphrodite of nature. And I find it really interesting, and it's a fluid that doesn't behave in a way that a fluid that we think of as normal. So it's like a gender fluid type thing. Isn't it crazy? Dr. Seuss made a book about it in 1949, and he was the one who actually named it Ooblec to give it its unique name. And it is everybody always wonders, is it a liquid or is it a solid? Well, I'm here to tell you the good news. Can I get a drum roll, please? Fluid. It's a fluid, but it is called a non-Newtonian fluid. So because it has weird properties. When you put pressure on it, it gets hard. So it's not a fluid. It's a non-Newton fluid because it defies logic. But it's still a fluid at the end of the day. It's very similar to what I looked up online. It's similar to silly putty. Silly putty is the same way, but I feel like silly putty is more on the solid side. So I'm guessing silly putty would be like a non-Newton solid because it's squishy and liquidy, but it's more solid in my opinion. And ketchup. I don't know how ketchup is part of this group, but I really want to know why, and I'm definitely going to look this up more later and probably put it right here and why. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to do this little project with y'all. Literally the only ingredient, this is another reason why I did this project first, is because it has simple ingredients. All you need is cornstarch, food coloring if you want. I got food coloring because I had to mix it up or whatever. Some water, a little cup or 2 cups if you want to mix up the colors and stuff, and a spoon that you don't mind not using again just in case, and some newspaper so you can play in it. But I just got a piece of paper because who reads newspaper anymore? I don't even know know them things still exist. I mean, I know they still exist, but you know what I mean. I was being sarcastic. Alright, guys. I said lies. Lies. Alright, let's get started with this video. I'm excited. I'm such a kid.
Alright guys, so for the rest of the video, you're gonna hear my sweet, seductive, beautiful voice. But we're gonna start off opening the food coloring. I literally got it from Publix. I don't know why I said literally. That was not necessary to say. I need to stop saying literally in every sentence. I don't know where I got that from. But I got the food coloring from Publix. It was like $3-ish. I should have got it from Walmart, but I did not feel like going all the way down the street to get some food coloring. So I made the sacrifice and I got the ones from Publix. And I got my 2 colors that I wanted because I wanted to mix the colors and have fun with it. So I got my cornstarch there, and I am going to use one of my tubs. Please use a disposable tub, because if you forget that it's the Ooblec's in there, it could get hard after a little while. But it usually lasts for about a day or so. After that, it will start to get hard, and it's not really lasting, not like silly putty. Maybe they'll find a way eventually for it to last longer, but usually Ooblec only lasts for like 24 hours, so it's good to play with it while you can. Now I got a huge tub of cornstarch or baking soda or whatever it was that I just used. And I just put a little bit in each one, because how I do it when I do Ooblec, I literally just gauge it. And I'll show you in a minute. But first, we're going to do our food coloring. Honestly, you don't need a lot of the food coloring. Look, just a little bit. A little dab is all you need, because food coloring, it is like shampoo or conditioner. You only need a little bit because it gets everywhere, all the crevices that you need. And here we're going to use my water, and we're going to pour it in just a little bit. Not too much. You want it to have a consistency kind of like pancake mix. So if you kind of gauge pancake mix, then you're kind of good like that. And I thought this color was red, but I'm guessing it's pink, and I got yellow. So I wanted to do like a yellow and a orange, kind of like a banana strawberry mix. And I'm just mixing it up here, and I am using a spoon that I do not really need. And look at that. You can already see the consistency with it. You can already tell that the Ooblec is starting to Ooblecking. It's really cool to watch. And when you're stirring it, you can actually feel when it gets hard. And I'm just gonna screen in here to give you guys a closer look. Look at that. It looks so cool, because when you touch it, it gets hard, and then when you let go of it and release, no pressure, it gets liquidy. It's just so different. A lot of people I know don't even know what Ooblec is. Most of my friends or peers or acquaintances kind of know what Ooblec is, but some people I know do not know what it is. So it's like a fun project to honestly do with kids, and just to do when you're bored or anything like that. It's fun to just play around and mess with it. So the yellow, I'm just doing the same thing like I did with the pink one. I'm just mixing it real good. As you can see, it's getting hard. And I'm just mixing it up there. Look at it looking all cool and gooey and stuff. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. No, honestly, you can eat this, but I wouldn't recommend it, because I looked it up. They said you can eat it, but not really. Because it's cornstarch and water. I don't think that's very good for you, but it's not poisonous or anything. So even if you do this with like babies or anything like that, I don't think you would do it with babies, but toddlers and things like that, and they accidentally eat a little bit, because they're curious like that, it's not poisonous or anything, so that's good. I put a little bit more cornstarch in it just because I felt like it was too liquidy and I couldn't get that hardness when I stirred it or when I put pressure on it. I didn't get enough of that. So yeah, like I said, it all depends on how you gauge it. Like, you want to get that consistency of like pancake mix. So we're just mixing it up again, and it's just so fun to watch it change and turn. And that's really like the main point of this experiment, especially in school, just to see see how one thing can change the properties of another thing by just adding cornstarch and water. And I'm just showing you the red or the pink and the yellow, and I'm going to mix them together. I did not know what color it was going to make if I mixed these two together, but I used to know like all my primary colors, and I used to know all of them. When you could combine one color with another color, I used to know like on the top of my head, I would know, oh, yellow and stuffing makes blue, or white and pink makes, I don't know. But with these colors, we're gonna see what these two colors make. I was just trying to do them side by side. Honestly, I should have made it more consistent, but hey, I used to do this at my job. We would have these beverages that have like consistency of half of one flavor and half of another flavor, and they were pretty good. So that was my idea for this. It inspired me, and this is the point where I realized, I was like, let me get some gloves on because I don't want my hands to get sticky. I mean, it's okay to get your hands, because you want to get hands on into this project, but I did not realize that when I was doing this. I didn't remember what consistency it needed. So I'm just getting the gloves out right now, and I wanted to test it out with my fingers. Like, it was getting nice and hard, but I felt like it was still too liquidy. So I'm eventually going to put more, what is it called? Cornstarch in it. And here we go, mixing it. And it's gonna turn orange. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen or know already your primary colors and stuff like that, when you mix certain colors together, they make another color. So it's pretty cool. And I was mixing it, and then I couldn't feel it getting hard really. So I was like, yeah, it's time to put some more cornstarch in. But it was fun. You can get gloves if you want, guys, but the gloves were kind of coming off, and I couldn't feel the texture really, so I just took them off. I was just like, you know what? This is a science project. You want to get hands-on, so let me just take my gloves off and get hands-on with this little project here. And I put putting the more cornstarch in, because I was like, I need more consistency, and this was not giving me what it was supposed to give. Like, and honestly, it's just like a messy project, but I love mess. But it's not really a messy project, honestly. The only thing that's probably messy is the cornstarch. Sorry if you heard thunder. It's like about to rain outside. At this point in time, at this day, at this hour. But the only thing that's messy is the powder, like there. When you try to mix it, because when it gets hard, it's harder to mix it, and that's when you just pour a little bit of water in there, and you just experiment and test it and figure it out. And that's the best part about it, is trying to find out what the consistency is. I'm just pouring some more water in there. get all the corners and the sides. I try to mix it slow, so that way you don't make a mess everywhere. But if you have kids and they're doing it, and you know how kids are, and they be wanting to do it for themselves, and like, oh, I want to do it, I want to try it, I want to do it myself. So get like a little bowl that and I would recommend doing it outside too, so that way they get a little further fresh air and stuff. And it's just a fun little project to do when you're bored. And so I just put a little bit of water at a time, and if anything, you can just add more water. And look at how clumpy it's getting. Yeah, this is the perfect consistency for it, because it's getting clumpy when I mix it, but when I let it go, look, it turns into a liquid. Isn't that crazy, y'all? It's just so cool to me. I don't know why. Do y'all remember doing this in like elementary school? I don't know why. I remember it so vividly. And all the kids were just like, whoa, that's so cool. Look, it's even hard to pick it up with the spoon. It's like oddly satisfying. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is satisfying or just like a pointless and a waste of time? I don't know. It's just cool to me. See, I was mixing it, but I was having fun with it too. Oh, I just splattered it everywhere. Messy, but it was like, so I wanted to touch it, like get really messy with it, have some fun with it. See how I put my hand on the surface, no liquid, but if I leave my hand in there, it will sink to the bottom, and then when I pull it up, it will be a solid. Look at that. It's about to rain for real. Look at that. Solid, liquid, solid, liquid, solid, liquid. And then like I said, you can make as much as you want. I've seen videos where people have like huge pools full of Ooblec, and it's really cool to see people walking on it and sinking in it. It's just funny. Ooblec has come a long way. Look at that. The feeling of it is really nice. It's almost like a little it's almost like slime in a way, but more liquidy to me, in my opinion. It feels nice. Like when you play with silly putty or like any type of little slime things, it kind of feels like that, but a little bit more chalkier. Like it feels like liquid chalk. Y'all remember the show Chalk Zone? That used to be my show as a kid. I missed all those kid networks like Jetix and Disney and the old Disney shows and all that. I used to miss those. They need to bring them back and keep the same characters and the same creators and all that. It would be great. But look at how I'm putting it on the paper, guys. And when I put it on the paper, it just becomes a liquid, but as I'm touching it, it's a solid. Look at that. Look, I was trying to be like a Picasso or something, trying to make a masterpiece, trying to make some art. I wonder, is there a masterpiece out there that that uses Ooblec and just goes crazy with it? That's weird. I have to look that up. But yeah, kids will probably have fun out of this for about 5 minutes, then they'll get bored and go to something else. I was really into this, y'all. I had no business being that into it. I like that. I like the color of it though. It was like a popsicle orange, light orange. Good for Halloween colors since Halloween is coming up. got some more videos on the way for you guys. I'm glad I'm finally staying consistent and giving you guys the content that you deserve, because honestly, doing YouTube has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me, and I really just can't wait till my platform gets more content with it. And it's like literally showing, it's like literally, why do I keep saying literally? My goodness. It's like a personal diary that you just share with the world, and you just share everybody a part of you that nobody really sees. And I just can't wait to show you guys more about me and what I do and have fun with it. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. Let's grow the batch. I still need to think of a name for us eventually. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Till next time.